100 rated chess, but any squares that a pawn lands on are burnt. Your pieces, not pawns, may not land on or go through burnt squares. Knights can still jump over them. And let us assume that the starting position doesn't count. I think I have an amazing plan. We get a 101 from Brazil. e4. Moving pawns is such an unavoidable system in a chess game, so there is practically no way for me to completely avoid the challenge. Therefore the plan is to dupe the squares. The idea is very simple. Since both of us want to move pawns and unavoidably have to move pawns, I figured that I could actually reduce the amount of disabled squares by landing our pawns on the same squares as they are exempted from the rules. If all the calculations work, this strat will only cost me the cheapest price of a single light square bishop. My dark square bishop should still be 100% full power. Unless he pushes his pawn, and then I'll cry. d3. The plan didn't work very well, but of course still nothing went wrong so far. He will take my pawn eventually. No. Why? d4 is such a small move, but the damage is absolutely unmeasurable. At this rate I may as well just take the pawn myself. This is so dead. Losing a center dark square after losing all of the light squares is a very concerning situation. f3. Another light square. It's fine. I'll say the game is winnable if this guy somehow magically catches with his pawn here instead of his knight or his queen. I solemnly swear that this guy is not a paid actor. e6. Okay, at least now all of the pawns are very scattered and there is no apparent reason to move pawns anymore. Our board should be quite safe from here. I take that back. Queen h4 check. King e2. b6. My light bishop can still be used this way. Knight f3. I'll check first. In no world do you push c4 here. That blunders a pawn, but my pieces are very dehydrated. I'll just pull my queen back. This is so dead. The center is almost completely locked down. I guess we can only count on the knight from now on. Queen a4. Don't know what that move does. Knight h6. Knight f6 wouldn't have any squares to go to. At least knight h6 has f5. Queen takes a6. And out of nowhere. Very convenient. My light square bishop should have been the most useless piece of chess of this entire game, and now he is about to become the absolute MVP for exchanging his life with the opponent's maiden. Another dark square gone. What else can I do anyway? For your information, only you guys get to see the disabled squares on the screen. I didn't have such a luxury during the game, so I had to memorize all of the disabled squares, which only gets harder and harder each time this guy moves one of his pawns. D takes e5. Knight f5. Bishop d2. Rook b8. King d1. There is no need to move this knight. I would prefer a positional progression, and since we exempted the starting position from the challenge, rooks on the second are basically immune to all the disabled squares. Therefore an absolutely brilliant move. Rook takes b2.